This video I'm gonna say I know why Bruce died. Alright, so what brings this up is, I was on, the internet, about to check my email, logged into MSN, see some articles running through, and then I saw at the bottom the Wolverine picture. He's all ripped in there, and then it said in the headline, Wolverine's wife doesn't like his body, the superhero body. I clicked on that, and then it brought me to a video where Hugh Jackman is being interviewed, and he's they're talking about the fight scene where he had to take his shirt off and everything. And this is what he said in the interview. This is what he said. He said in order to get his body look so ripped, he had to dehydrate himself for about 30 hours. Alright? And then he said he wasn't allowed to drink water for 30 hours. And then he said, that he started to get massive headaches, like massive headaches. Alright? He said he started cramping up a lot, and he started to feel faint. Alright, so this is exactly what happened to Bruce. If you think about Enter the Dragon and how ripped he was in that movie, he clearly dehydrated himself in order to make himself look so ripped. Just think about him and how much passion he put into that movie. This was his world premiere to the world. He had to show that he was the best. Imagine how much pressure was on him. So he was basically sacrificing his life and his well-being and his safety in order to appear to be the best. And when he dehydrated himself for so much, it causes the headaches. So he got the headaches, and then started to take the pill to try to get rid of that headache. And then his body, his brain reacted to that pill, and then he died. He passed away. So basically the cause of his death was dehydration. The dehydration led to the headache. And then the headache led him to take the pill, and then he dies from there. People kept saying that he got allergic reaction from the pill. Really, the cause of it was the dehydration. And what leads back further is the ego. Basically, the feeling that he felt that he had to prove himself to other people. That's pretty much what causes death. The ego. The feeling that he had to prove himself to other people. That he is worthy of their attention, of their recognition. That led him to dehydration. The dehydration led to the headache. The headache led to taking the pill. Taking the pill led to the allergic reaction from his brain, and then he passes away. So the ego, essentially, the sense of where you feel that you have to prove yourself to other people, is what pretty much causes death. And it's point blank right there. I'll have the link to the interview with Wolverine, connected to this video at the below this video. You'll see him admit himself, Wolverine, he had to dehydrate himself for 30 hours to get his body to look like that. And I'm certain that Bruce had to do the same thing. All these bodybuilders had to do the same thing. And pretty much everything that you see in the bodybuilding, everything that you see in the movies, in the magazines, it's not real. They dehydrate themselves, they airbrush, they do all sorts of things to manipulate the body in very unhealthy ways in order to make their body look a certain way. And I'm not about that. I'm about health and wellness. And my body can look the way it wants to look. You know what I'm saying? I'm about performance, not about how you look. And basically, what's the point of having a body that looks like that if you can't even operate? You have such a massive headache that you can't even function. It's like being drunk. Like you can't even function. You're about to pass out. And Bruce Lee passed out a few times right before his death. That dehydration, overtraining, and all that. So I don't support that. And looking at Bruce's life from the outside, you see the mistakes that he made, and then you can fix those mistakes. Forget about what other people think about you and just train because you enjoy training. forget about how your body looks and just let it look the way that it wants to look. You know, I'm about healthiness, and I'm about taking yourself to a high level through natural development, not through steroids, not through dehydration or all these crazy supplements and all this other nonsense. So, um, Bruce is not perfect, and I'm going to point out the flaws and help people realize that, hey, we need to fix those flaws, and we need to go beyond Bruce, and we need to develop ourselves to be to a higher level than what he was able to achieve in a healthy way. And healthiness is staying hydrated. There's no way that being dehydrated is healthy. It's something that we should not do, and it's something that is very harmful for you. And somebody that really cares about themselves would not purposely dehydrate themselves.